Based on the provided data for Bitcoin, a long-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data demonstrates a consistent upward trend, with the recent price surge exceeding previous highs. The forecast price also projects continued growth over the next few weeks, suggesting a bullish market sentiment. Therefore, I recommend entering a long position at the current price of $98,300, with a stop loss set at $95,800 to mitigate potential downside risk. This stop loss level aligns with a significant support price of $99,531.16, providing a buffer against sharp price declines. The target price should be set at $106,000, which is aligned with the resistance level of $106,147.01, aiming to capitalize on the projected price appreciation. This strategy leverages the positive market outlook and historical price trends to generate potentially significant returns over the long term. Based on the provided information for Bitcoin Cash, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The price history reveals a general upward trend, but recent fluctuations suggest a period of consolidation. The forecast indicates a gradual increase in price over the next week, with the potential to reach the resistance level. Therefore, a long position is recommended, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. An entry price around $455 would allow you to buy in near the support level, providing a cushion against potential short-term dips. The stop loss should be set at $445 to limit potential losses. The target price could be set at $480, aligning with the resistance level and offering a reasonable profit margin. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential gains while mitigating potential losses in a consolidating market. Based on the provided price information for stacks, a cautious investment strategy focusing on the short term would be most suitable. The 2-week price history shows a fluctuating pattern with a slight upward trend. However, the 1-week forecast suggests a potential pullback, with prices likely to decline slightly in the coming days. The support price of $1.802 acts as a crucial level to watch, as a breach below this level could indicate further downward momentum. Considering this outlook, a short position could be considered for a short-term investment horizon. An entry price near $1.76, aligning with the current price and the higher end of the forecast, would be appropriate. The stop loss should be set slightly above the entry price at $1.78 to minimize potential losses from unexpected upward movements. The target price could be set around $1.68, aligning with the lower end of the forecast and offering a reasonable profit margin. This strategy aims to capitalize on the potential short-term decline while minimizing risk through a well-defined stop loss and a conservative target price. Given the price trends and forecast for Ethereum, a moderately aggressive investment strategy would focus on a short-term to medium-term approach. The historical prices show a general upward trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $3,497.19. The forecast indicates a continued upward movement, with prices potentially reaching $3,780. This suggests a bullish outlook in the short to medium term. Therefore, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for price appreciation. An entry price of $3,497 would be suitable, aligning with the support level and providing a buffer against immediate price drops. The stop loss should be set at $3,350, below the recent lows and the significant support level. The target price should be set at $3,700, allowing for potential profits as the price approaches the forecast high. This strategy balances the potential for high returns with a reasonable level of risk management. Given the price trends and forecast for Ripple, a medium-term investment strategy focusing on a long position appears promising. While the recent 2-week price change shows some volatility, the forecast indicates a continued upward trajectory, suggesting potential for growth in the coming weeks. The current price sits comfortably above the support level of $2.2025, indicating a strong base for further gains. The resistance level of $2.5722 presents a potential target for the upward movement. Therefore, a long position on Ripple could be a suitable strategy. An entry price around $2.40 would allow you to capitalize on the current momentum while staying below the recent resistance. A stop loss at $2.30 would protect against unexpected price drops, and a target price of $2.55 would allow for a healthy profit margin before reaching the resistance level. This strategy capitalizes on the positive forecast and current market conditions, aiming for a moderate return within a medium-term timeframe. Based on the provided Binance Coin price information, a bullish investment strategy appears promising. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trend, with recent fluctuations staying within a relatively narrow range. The forecast further strengthens this bullish outlook, predicting a sustained increase in price over the coming week. Considering these factors, a long position on Binance Coin is recommended. For this strategy, an entry price of $710 would be appropriate, allowing you to buy in at a point close to the current market price and near a recent support level. A stop-loss order should be placed at $700 to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops. The target price should be set at $730, aligning with the upper end of the forecast and offering a reasonable profit margin. This strategy capitalizes on the anticipated upward momentum of Binance Coin, aiming for a short to medium-term gain within the next week. Given the price trends and forecast for Stellar, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical prices show a recent upward movement, with the price currently hovering near its support level of $0.4273. The forecast suggests a continuation of this upward trend, with prices potentially reaching $0.446 or higher in the coming weeks. This indicates a bullish outlook for Stellar in the medium term. Therefore, an investment strategy involving a long position is recommended. A suitable entry price would be around $0.430, slightly above the current price and close to the support level. The stop loss should be set at $0.425 to protect against any unexpected price reversals. The target price could be set at $0.450, aligning with the higher end of the forecast and allowing for potential profit taking as the price moves towards resistance. This strategy allows for capitalizing on the anticipated upward momentum of Stellar while managing risk effectively. Given the provided price information for Toncoin, the strategy recommends a short-term bearish position. The historical price data shows a recent downward trend, and the forecast suggests further declines in the coming week. The price is currently near the resistance level of $5.818, indicating potential for a pullback. The support price at $5.519 provides a potential floor for the price decline. Therefore, a short position is advisable, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated price decrease. The entry price should be set at $5.75, slightly above the current price, allowing for some room for price fluctuation before entering the trade. The stop loss should be placed at $5.82, safeguarding against unexpected upward movement. The target price should be set at $5.55, aiming to profit from a moderate decline towards the support level. This strategy focuses on a short-term investment horizon, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated price correction in Toncoin. Cardano's 2-week price history reveals an overall upward trend, with recent fluctuations indicating consolidation. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $1.11 in the coming week. Considering the support price of $0.883 and the resistance price of $1.0951, a long position appears to be the most promising strategy. An aggressive investment strategy would involve entering a long position at the current price, around $0.936. The stop loss should be placed at $0.883, below the support level, to limit potential losses. The target price could be set at $1.09, aiming to capture a significant portion of the projected price increase. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish sentiment surrounding Cardano and the potential for further price appreciation in the short to medium term. Given the price trends and forecast for Litecoin, a medium-term investment strategy appears suitable. The historical prices show a recent consolidation phase, with Litecoin fluctuating between $98 and $115. The forecast suggests a continued upward movement, reaching $119 within the next week. This indicates a bullish outlook in the medium term. Therefore, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for Litecoin to appreciate towards the resistance level of $134.87. A suitable entry price would be around $112, aligning with the recent price action and the forecast. The stop loss should be placed at $109.90, the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $125, allowing for a healthy profit margin while acknowledging the potential for some consolidation before reaching the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, aiming to capitalize on the medium-term bullish momentum of Litecoin. Based on the provided price history and forecast for Sway Coin, a medium-term bullish investment strategy appears promising. The historical price data reveals a recent upward trend, with the price fluctuating around a support level of $4.7175. The forecast suggests continued growth, with prices projected to reach $5.54 within the next week. This indicates a potential for capital appreciation in the medium term. Therefore, an optimal entry price for a long position would be around $4.90, slightly below the current price, allowing for a margin of safety. A stop-loss order should be placed at $4.70 to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops below the support level. The target price could be set at $5.40, aiming to capture a significant portion of the forecasted price increase. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish momentum and aims for a moderate return within a timeframe of a few weeks. Given the price trends and forecast for Aptos, an aggressive investment strategy would focus on a long-term approach to capitalize on the anticipated upward momentum. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near its forecast and the support level. The resistance is at $11.41, indicating that there is still some room for upward movement. In this scenario, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for a price increase towards the resistance level. For this strategy, an entry price of $9.98 aligns with the current price and the forecast. A stop loss at $8.73, the support level, would protect against any unexpected price decline. The target price should be set at $11.41, the resistance level, allowing you to take profits before a potential pullback. This long-term strategy aims to capture the full potential of Aptos's upward movement while minimizing risk through a well-defined stop-loss order. Based on the provided information for SAY, a short-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend, with recent prices hovering around the support level of $0.4224. The forecast indicates a slight downward trajectory in the coming week, suggesting a potential opportunity to capitalize on a short-term price decline. Therefore, a short position is recommended, aiming to profit from the anticipated dip in price. An entry price around $0.455, aligning with the recent price action and slightly above the immediate support level, would be prudent. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.471, the highest recent price, to mitigate potential losses if the price unexpectedly rises. The target price could be set at $0.4224, the support level, allowing for a conservative profit-taking strategy. Given the price trends and forecast for Ethereum Classic, a medium-term investment strategy seems appropriate. The historical prices show a slight upward trend, with the current price hovering around $27. The forecast suggests a continuation of this upward movement, with prices potentially reaching $28. However, the resistance level at $33.86 indicates a potential ceiling for the near future. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. An ideal entry price would be around $26.50, allowing you to enter the market slightly below the current price and benefit from potential price appreciation. The stop loss should be set at $25.85, the support price, to minimize potential losses in case of a sudden price drop. The target price can be set at $28.50, aiming to capture a significant portion of the predicted upward movement while leaving room for further price growth. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing you to participate in the potential upside of Ethereum Classic while mitigating potential losses. Based on the provided Polygon price data, a cautious investment strategy would be advisable. The 2-week price history demonstrates a slight downward trend, and the forecast suggests further modest declines. The support price at $0.4748 acts as a potential floor, while the resistance at $0.5259 indicates a ceiling for upward movement. Given this outlook, a short-term investment perspective is recommended. To execute this strategy, consider entering a short position at $0.515, aligning with the current price and the slightly bearish forecast. Set a stop loss at $0.524 to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly surges. A target price of $0.475 provides a conservative profit margin, aiming to capture a portion of the anticipated downward movement. This strategy allows for potential profits while managing risk through a defined stop loss. Based on the provided price information for AEVO, a short-term investment strategy with a short position appears to be the most suitable. The historical price data reveals a recent downward trend, and the forecast suggests continued decline. While the support price at $0.362 might offer a temporary floor, the resistance level at $0.4093 indicates a significant barrier to upward movement. Therefore, entering a short position at the current market price, close to 39 cents, with a stop loss slightly above the recent high at $0.404 and a target price around $0.362, aligns with the bearish sentiment. This strategy aims to capitalize on the potential price decline towards the support level while managing risk with a well-defined stop loss. Given the price trends and forecast for optimism, a short-term investment strategy focusing on a long position seems appropriate. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price near its forecast and close to the support level of $1.898. The resistance is at $2.541, indicating potential for further upward movement. Therefore, an aggressive short-term investment strategy would involve entering a long position at the current price of $2.11. The stop loss should be placed at $2.02, slightly below the lowest forecast price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $2.30, allowing for a significant profit margin while staying within a reasonable timeframe. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish sentiment surrounding optimism and aims to profit from its potential to reach the resistance level within the next week. Based on the provided information for STRK, a cautious medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend with recent consolidation around the 50 cents range. While the forecast suggests a slight upward movement, the price range remains relatively narrow. Therefore, a long position is recommended with an entry price around $0.507, aligning with the support price and recent price action. The stop loss should be set slightly below the recent lows at $0.468 to minimize potential losses. The target price can be set at $0.6163, the resistance level, aiming to capitalize on a potential upward breakout. This strategy allows for moderate risk while targeting a potentially significant return within a medium-term timeframe. Given the price trends and forecast for Solana, a moderately aggressive investment strategy would focus on a short to medium-term approach. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price near its forecast and close to the support level of $184.22. The resistance is at $230.53, indicating that there is still some room for upward movement. The forecast suggests Solana could rise from around $194 to $217 in the next week. Therefore, a long position is advisable to capitalize on this potential price increase. An ideal entry price would be around $195, aligning with the recent price action and the forecasted upward momentum. The stop loss should be set at $188, just below the recent lows and the support level, to protect against any unexpected price decline. The target price should be set at $215, aiming to capture a significant portion of the forecasted price increase while leaving room for potential further gains. This strategy allows for a moderate level of risk while aiming for a potentially substantial return within a short to medium timeframe. Based on the historical price data and the provided forecast for Jupiter, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be most suitable. The historical prices show a degree of volatility, but there's also a general upward trend. The forecast suggests a continuation of this upward trend in the coming week, reaching prices slightly above the current level. This indicates a potentially favorable environment for a long position. Therefore, an investment strategy for Jupiter could involve entering a long position at the current market price, around $0.953. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.895, the recent low point in the historical data, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $1.0505, the resistance level, aiming to capitalize on the predicted upward movement. This strategy balances risk and potential reward, allowing for potential profit from the anticipated price increase while protecting against significant downside movements. Based on the provided price information for Render, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a general upward trend, indicating potential for continued growth. The forecast price also suggests a bullish outlook, with prices expected to rise steadily over the next week. Considering these factors, a long position in Render is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $8, aligning with the current price and offering a slight margin for potential dips. The stop loss should be placed at $7.80 to limit potential losses in case of an unexpected price reversal. The target price could be set at $8.80, aiming to capitalize on the projected upward movement and the support level of $8.729. This strategy allows for a medium-term investment horizon, allowing the price to potentially reach its target while mitigating risk with a well-defined stop loss. Given the price trends and forecast for Solana name service, a cautious investment strategy would focus on a short-term approach. The historical prices show a slight downward trend, and the forecast suggests further declines. While the support price is at $0.2436, which indicates a potential floor for the price, the resistance at $0.2747 suggests limited upside potential in the near term. Therefore, a short position is advisable to capitalize on the anticipated price decline. An entry price of $0.271, aligning with the current price and the forecast, would be suitable. The stop loss should be set at $0.2747, slightly above the current price and resistance level, to protect against any unexpected upward movement. The target price should be set at $0.249, a conservative level below the support price, allowing you to take profits before the market potentially reaches major support. This strategy aims to capitalize on the short-term bearish sentiment while managing risk effectively. Based on the provided price information for Doge-Coin, a bullish investment strategy is recommended. The historical price data reveals an upward trend, with the price recently breaking above the support level of $0.31201. The forecast price suggests continued growth, with the predicted price reaching $0.402 within the next week. This positive outlook, coupled with the current price being below the resistance level of $0.39479, indicates potential for further upward movement. Therefore, an aggressive investment strategy would involve taking a long position on Doge-Coin. A suitable entry price would be around $0.337, aligning with the recent price action. The stop loss should be placed at $0.31201, below the support level, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.39479, the resistance level, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated price surge. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish momentum and aims for a medium-term profit within the next week or two. Given the price trends and forecast for PEPE, a short-term investment strategy focusing on a long position seems appropriate. The The historical prices show a general upward trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $0.000193. The forecast suggests a potential increase in price over the next week, reaching as high as $0.00000209. This indicates a bullish outlook in the short term. Therefore, an investment strategy for PEPE would involve entering a long position at the current market price, which is close to the support level. The stop loss should be set slightly below the support price at $0.00000192 to minimize potential losses. The target price should be set at $0.000210, aiming to capture a significant portion of the predicted price increase. This strategy capitalizes on the positive price momentum and potential for further growth in the short term. Given the price trends and forecast for SHIB, a short-term investment strategy focusing on a long position appears promising. The historical price data reveals a recent upward trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $0.000211. The forecast suggests a potential increase towards $0.000238 in the coming week. This upward momentum, coupled with the proximity to the support level, indicates a favorable entry point for a long position. To implement this strategy, an entry price of $0.000215 would be appropriate, allowing for a small margin above the support level. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.000211 to mitigate potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops. The target price could be set at $0.000235, aiming to capitalize on the forecasted price increase while allowing for some room for potential price fluctuations. This strategy aims to capitalize on the short-term bullish momentum of SHIB, with a focus on quick profits within a week. Based on the provided price history and forecast for Dog with Hat, a cautious short-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The recent price history shows a fluctuating trend, with prices hovering around the $2 mark. While the forecast suggests a slight decline in the coming week, the price is still relatively close to its recent highs. Therefore, a short position could be considered, aiming to capitalize on the potential for a price dip towards the support level of $1.818. An entry price around $2.05, near the current price, would allow for a relatively quick entry point. The stop loss should be set at $2.16, slightly above the recent high and the forecast peak, to minimize potential losses if the price unexpectedly surges. The target price could be set at $1.85, aiming to capture a portion of the potential decline towards the support level. This strategy balances risk with the potential for modest returns in the short term. Based on the provided price history and forecast for Doge-Coin, a short-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices show a slight downward trend, and the forecast indicates further declines in the coming week. This suggests a bearish outlook in the short term. Therefore, an investment strategy focused on a short position would be more appropriate. An ideal entry point for this strategy would be around $0.00655, aligning with the forecast price. A stop loss should be placed at $0.006847, the recent resistance level, to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly rebounds. The target price could be set at $0.006466, the support price, allowing you to capitalize on the anticipated price decline. This strategy aims to profit from the short-term downward movement in Doge-Coin's price while managing risk through a well-defined stop loss. Given the price trends and forecast for Near Protocol, a medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near the support level of $4.912. The forecast suggests a gradual but steady increase in price over the next week, reaching levels above the current resistance of $5.83. This indicates a bullish outlook in the medium term, making a long position the most suitable strategy. To capitalize on this potential, consider an entry price around $5.35, aligning with the recent price action and below the predicted resistance. Set a stop loss at $5.03 to protect against any unexpected downward movement. A target price of $6, slightly above the forecast high, allows you to take profits before the market potentially cools down or encounters further resistance. This strategy balances risk and reward, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated upward movement in Near Protocol's price over the next few weeks. Based on the provided Internet computer data, a short-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data shows a slight upward trend, with the price fluctuating around $10. However, the forecast suggests a consolidation phase with prices hovering around $11. This indicates a potential for sideways movement in the short term. Given this outlook, a long position might not be the most profitable approach. Therefore, a short-term neutral strategy with a focus on capturing small price fluctuations would be more appropriate. An entry price around $10.20 could be considered, with a stop-loss placed slightly below the recent low of $9.88 to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set around $11.50, aiming to profit from a potential upward movement towards the resistance level. This strategy allows for capitalizing on short-term price swings while mitigating risks associated with a strong directional move. Based on the provided injective price history and forecast, a short-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The price history demonstrates a slight upward trend, with recent fluctuations around the $23 mark. However, the forecast suggests a continuation of this upward movement, peaking at $25 in the coming week. Considering this, a long position would be a reasonable choice to capitalize on the predicted price increase. To execute this strategy, an entry price of $23.50 would be appropriate, allowing you to buy in near the current price and benefit from the anticipated rise. The stop loss should be set at $23.10, slightly below the support price, to minimize potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops. The target price could be set at $24.80, aiming to capture a significant portion of the predicted price increase while leaving room for further potential growth. Given the price trends and forecast for BTC, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical prices demonstrate a fluctuating trend, with recent dips followed by upward movements. The forecast indicates a continued upward trajectory, suggesting a potential for further price increases. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on this potential. An entry price of $500 could be considered, aligning with the current price range and below the recent highs. The stop loss should be set at $490, slightly below the support price, to protect against unexpected price drops. The target price could be set at $560, aiming to capture a significant portion of the forecasted upward movement while staying below the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profits while mitigating potential losses. Based on the provided price data and forecast for THETA network, a short-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price shows a slight upward trend, but the forecast suggests a continued upward movement, albeit at a slightly slower pace. The current price is near the support level of $2.392, indicating a potential for a short-term price bounce. Therefore, an aggressive short-term investment strategy would involve taking a long position on THETA network. A suitable entry price would be around $2.42, aligning with the current price and the anticipated upward movement. The stop loss should be set at $2.39 to minimize potential losses if the price drops below the support level. The target price could be set at $2.56, aiming to capitalize on the forecasted price increase and reach the resistance level. This strategy aims to profit from the anticipated short-term price appreciation of THETA network while managing risk through a well-defined stop-loss order. Based on the provided historical price data and forecast for WorldCoin, a short-term bullish investment strategy appears most suitable. The price has shown a consistent upward trend over the past 2 weeks, with the current price hovering near the forecast's opening value. The forecast itself predicts continued growth, suggesting potential for further price appreciation. Therefore, I recommend a long position on WorldCoin. An entry price of $2.38 aligns with the forecast's opening value and the current market price. A stop-loss order should be placed at $2.225, the support price, to limit potential losses. The target price should be set at $2.60, a conservative estimate based on the forecast's highest predicted value. This strategy aims to capitalize on the anticipated upward momentum of WorldCoin within a short time frame. Given the price trends and forecast for Hooked Protocol, a medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical price data reveals a general upward trend, with recent fluctuations around the 44 cents range. The forecast suggests continued upward movement, with prices potentially reaching $0.468 within the next week. This indicates a bullish outlook for Hooked Protocol in the short to medium term. Considering this, a long position is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $0.445, slightly below the current price and close to the support level of $0.4429. The stop loss should be set at $0.436 to minimize potential losses if the price drops unexpectedly. The target price could be set at 46 cents, aligning with the forecast and allowing for a reasonable profit margin. This strategy capitalizes on the anticipated upward momentum of Hooked Protocol while managing risk through a well-defined stop loss. Artificial Superintelligence Alliance exhibits a bullish trend over the past 2 weeks, with the price hovering around $1.49. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, reaching $1.64 over the next week. This positive price action, coupled with the forecast, indicates a favorable environment for a long-term investment strategy. Given the current price and forecast, I recommend a long position in Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. A suitable entry price would be $1.49, aligning with the current market price and the forecast's initial point. To manage risk, a stop-loss order should be placed at $1.362, the identified support price. This level provides a buffer against potential price reversals. The target price should be set at $1.64, the highest forecasted price, allowing for significant profit potential. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish trend and aims for a substantial return in the medium to long term. Based on the provided data for Polkadot, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price shows a fluctuating trend, but the overall direction is upward. The forecast price suggests continued growth, with the price potentially reaching above the resistance level. Given this, a long position is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $7.55, close to the current price and below the recent high. The stop loss should be placed at $7.067, the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $9.008, the resistance level, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated upward momentum. This strategy allows for a balanced approach, taking advantage of the potential for growth while managing risk effectively. Given the price trends and forecast for Filecoin, a medium-term investment strategy would be appropriate. The historical prices show a steady upward trajectory, and while the recent price action has been slightly volatile, the forecast indicates continued growth. The support price of $4.917 provides a solid base, and the resistance at $6.733 suggests there is room for further price appreciation. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on this potential. An entry price of $5.40 would allow you to buy in near the current price while providing a margin of safety below the recent high. A stop loss at $4.95 would limit potential downside risk, while a target price of $6.50 aims to capture a significant portion of the potential upside before encountering the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing you to participate in the anticipated upward momentum of Filecoin over the medium term. Given the provided price history and forecast for Conflux, a cautious yet potentially profitable investment strategy involves a medium-term long position. The price history demonstrates a slight upward trend, with recent price fluctuations hovering around the 16 to 17 cents range. The forecast predicts a gradual increase, suggesting a continuation of this upward movement. Therefore, a long position with an entry price around $0.167, aligning with the support price and recent price action, would be suitable. The stop loss should be placed slightly below the support price at $0.165 to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at 18 cents, considering the resistance level and the projected price increase. This strategy allows for potential gains while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop loss. The medium-term perspective allows for the price to consolidate and potentially experience further upward movement before exiting the position. Given the price trends and forecast for Ethereum name service, a medium-term investment strategy focused on a long position appears promising. The historical prices show a general upward trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $34.76. The forecast indicates a potential rise to $39, suggesting continued upward momentum. The resistance level of $37.86 acts as a potential ceiling, but the forecast suggests a potential break above this level. Therefore, an ideal entry price for a long position would be around $35, slightly above the current price and below the resistance level. A stop loss could be placed at $34.76, aligning with the support level, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $39, aligning with the highest forecast price, allowing for a significant profit potential. This medium-term strategy allows for capitalizing on the expected price increase while managing risk through a well-defined stop-loss order. Based on the provided information for Avalanche, a short-term bullish investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $41.24. The forecast suggests a continued upward trajectory, predicting prices to reach $45 within the next week. This positive outlook, coupled with the proximity to the support level, presents a compelling opportunity to capitalize on potential price appreciation. Therefore, a long position is recommended for Avalanche. The entry price should be around $42, aligning with the forecast and allowing for a margin of safety above the current price. The stop loss should be set at $41.24, the support level, to limit potential downside risk. The target price can be set at $45, the highest predicted price in the forecast, aiming to capture the full potential upside within the short-term timeframe. This strategy aims to leverage the anticipated bullish momentum of Avalanche, seeking to profit from its potential price increase in the coming days. Given the Bitcoin price history and forecast, a short-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable. The recent price fluctuations show a slight upward trend, but the forecast suggests a consolidation period with a slight dip. The current price is near the support level of $0.04723, indicating a potential buying opportunity. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on this potential upward movement. An aggressive entry price could be around $0.048, with a stop loss set slightly below the support level at $0.047. A conservative target price could be around $0.052, aligning with the upper end of the forecast range. This strategy aims to profit from a short-term price increase while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop loss. Based on the provided price history and forecast for PENDLE, a short-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The price history shows some volatility, but the recent downward trend, coupled with the forecast indicating further declines, suggests a bearish outlook in the short term. Entering a short position at the current price of $5.35 could be a profitable strategy. To manage risk, a stop-loss order should be placed at $5.42, slightly above the current price, to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly moves upwards. The target price should be set at $5.08, aligning with the support price and indicating a potential downside movement. This strategy capitalizes on the anticipated price decline while safeguarding against significant losses. Given the historical price data and the forecast for the sandbox, a medium-term investment strategy focusing on a long position appears promising. The price has shown an upward trend in the recent past, with the current price hovering near the support level. The forecast suggests a continued upward movement, indicating potential for capital appreciation. Therefore, an entry price of $0.641, slightly below the current price, would be suitable. This allows for a margin of safety while capturing potential upside. The stop loss should be set at $0.636, the lowest price in the recent history, to limit potential losses. The target price should be $0.711, aligning with the highest forecasted price, providing a clear profit objective. This strategy aims to capitalize on the anticipated bullish momentum in the medium term, allowing for potential gains while managing risk effectively. Based on the provided information for Decentraland, a short-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend with recent upward movement, aligning with the forecast which suggests continued growth. The current price sits comfortably above the support price, indicating a strong base for further gains. However, the resistance price suggests a potential ceiling for immediate growth. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on the anticipated upward movement. An ideal entry price would be around $0.540, slightly below the current price, allowing for a margin of safety. The stop loss should be set at $0.470, the recent swing low, to protect against unexpected price reversals. The target price could be set at $0.590, aiming to capture a significant portion of the potential upside before reaching the resistance level. This strategy allows for a focused approach to capitalize on the short-term bullish momentum of Decentraland while managing risk effectively. Given the price trends and forecast for ENG coin, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical prices show some volatility but generally trend upwards, with the recent price hovering around the resistance level of $0.2756. The forecast suggests a slight pullback in the short term, followed by a gradual upward movement. Therefore, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for ENG coin to break through the resistance and continue its upward trajectory. A conservative entry price could be around $0.243, aligning with the recent price action and below the forecast high. The stop loss should be set at $0.218, a level below the recent lows, and the support price of $0.2107, to protect against any unexpected downward movement. The target price could be set at $0.270, aiming to capture a significant portion of the potential upward move before reaching the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profits while mitigating potential losses. Given the price trends and forecast for Uniswap, a short-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices show a relatively stable upward trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $13.675. The forecast indicates a slight increase in price over the next week, suggesting a continuation of this upward momentum. However, the resistance level of $17.02 remains significant, indicating potential for a pullback after reaching this level. Therefore, a long position is recommended to capitalize on the anticipated price increase towards the resistance level. A conservative entry price of $14.50, slightly above the current price, allows for some room for price consolidation before entering the trade. The stop loss should be set at $13.75, just below the support level, to minimize potential losses. The target price should be set at $16.50, aiming to capture a substantial portion of the potential upward movement before reaching the resistance level. This strategy allows for a short-term profit opportunity while managing risk effectively. Based on the provided Chainlink price information, a cautious investment strategy is recommended. The historical price data reveals a downward trend over the past 2 weeks, with prices hovering around the support level of $21.78. The forecast suggests a continuation of this downward trend, with prices remaining relatively stable around $23. Considering this bearish outlook, a short position would be the most suitable approach to capitalize on the potential for further price decline. An entry price of $22.50, slightly above the current price and close to the support level, would allow for a reasonable margin of safety. The stop loss should be set at $23.20 to protect against any unexpected upward price movement. The target price should be set at $21, aligning with the support level and representing a potential downside of 6.6%. This strategy aims to minimize risk while capturing potential profits from the anticipated downward price movement in Chainlink. Based on the provided price information for Aave, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend with a recent dip. However, the forecast suggests a potential upward movement in the coming weeks. The support price of $319.92 acts as a crucial floor, while the resistance at $387.26 indicates the potential for growth. Therefore, a long position is recommended with an entry price around $330, aligning with the current price and providing room for appreciation. The stop loss should be set at $319.92, the support level, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $360, aiming for a moderate profit within the medium-term timeframe. This strategy allows for potential gains while managing risk effectively, capitalizing on the anticipated upward movement of Aave. Based on the provided price history and forecast for EOS, a bullish investment strategy appears promising. The historical price data reveals a consistent upward trend, with the current price hovering near its forecast and the support price. This suggests a strong foundation for potential price appreciation in the near future. Therefore, I recommend a long position on EOS with a short to medium-term investment perspective. The entry price should be set at 89 cents, slightly above the current price, allowing for a small buffer. The stop loss should be placed at $0.8697, the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price can be set at 96 cents, aligning with the higher end of the forecast range, providing a realistic yet ambitious profit target. This strategy capitalizes on the expected upward momentum of EOS while managing risk effectively. Given the price trends and forecast for Tron, a medium-term investment strategy seems most appropriate. The historical prices show an upward trajectory with recent consolidation, indicating potential for further growth. The current price is near the support level of $0.2594, suggesting a buying opportunity. The forecast suggests a potential increase towards $0.279 in the coming weeks, aligning with the medium-term outlook. Therefore, a long position is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $0.2595, just above the support level, to minimize risk. The stop loss should be set at $0.257, safeguarding against unexpected price drops. The target price could be set at $0.275, aiming to capture a significant portion of the forecasted upside while allowing for some profit-taking flexibility. This strategy balances risk and reward, capitalizing on the bullish potential of Tron in the medium term. Based on the provided information for Suncoin, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals an overall upward trend, but with some recent consolidation. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $0.0274 within the next week. The support price of $0.02474 provides a safety net, while the resistance at $0.03113 indicates a potential ceiling for the near future. Therefore, a long position is recommended for a medium-term investment horizon. An optimal entry price would be around $0.026, allowing you to capitalize on the expected price increase. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.0248 to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops. The target price could be set at $0.027, aiming to capture a significant portion of the projected price appreciation. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing you to participate in the potential upside of Suncoin while mitigating potential losses.